the egg.
What does a chicken signify?
Well, I think it signifies. I mean, you tell me. They're always getting chickens to follow MPs around.
I think it's a fairly literal joke. So it's if someone's refused to say be interviewed by anyone except Good Morning TV or whatever the case may be.
Oh, right.
Well, let's see somebody that you followed around.
Well, Dominic Cummings I've never met. The man who's resigned, I only met when he chased me dressed as a chicken when he was campaigning for the Labour Party a few years ago, and I have not, I'm afraid, met him since. I'd seen a decent enough chicken at the time.
Old-fashioned Tory, perfectly agreeable chicken.
All right, Ed. Just come from Gusto. Been talking to Murray and Robin from England. You have those in America. Cheese toasties. So I just thought I'd come back, drink some more. How long did you walk for? I've walked to Nagoya a few times. It takes about 5 hours, 6 hours. I'm back. But the last time I used to go walking, 1 hour was my limit. My ankle started to hurt. There was an old guy. He just retired. He was about 60. And he had 2 grown-up kids. And he was in South America. And he walks 2 hours every day. And then he goes to the gym as well. I think he wants to get out of the house away from the wife. Did you ever hear that theory where your heartbeat, because certain animals, elephants have a very slow heartbeat, and hummingbirds have a very fast heartbeat. So it's basically what it's trying to say is how long your heart is a muscle. And how long, and it's only got so many beats. And so if you're an athlete, well, I used to be very, very fit, and my heartbeat used to be about 50. But now it's about 80, but it has been higher. But if it's 50, so that means it beats less, your heart is working very, very well. So if you keep in shape, I've also heard that meditation. I've tried it once, but maybe meditation is good for that. Oh, that's pretty. Wow, Ed, for your age, that's pretty good. Between 60 and 70. Very good. I think if we can get it under 70 at our age, that's pretty good. So I was saying to the doctor last week when I got my blood pressure tablets, I've reduced my drinking because I used to have 2 bottles of wine a day. He says, you're not like Japanese. This is not bad, Ed. 440 yen for a litre. And the girl that sold it me was called Rita. I saw something the other night, and you remember it's sake. Because sake is. Oh no, it's not. It's yeah. Oh yeah, no, but you know Rosie the Riveter. Everyone thinks she was from the Second World War. Apparently, she wasn't. I don't want to destroy your evening by saying that. I used to buy and sell lots of shares, and when I was in Japan, the only 2 shares that I had that did really well, they turned the companies private, and they said, "Here's your money back." They didn't want any cunt having fucking. If it's a successful company, they don't want you to take part. They don't want you to share. But if it's a fucking shit company, they'll fucking take your money and fuck you over. Honestly, that's the only 2 companies that I did well. One was called Bob's Cafes in South America, Brazil. They made memory, and they said, "Here's your money back." Cunts, aren't they? The only chance you ever have a fucking... Oh, the other one was Ethereum, when that stupid cunt fucking sold them. Did you know what Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin? Jerry Lewis was a cunt. Did you know that? You can't imagine. Maybe that's it. The real funny guys are real cunts, because it's all an act, and they're very clever without a fucking doubt. You know, Jerry Lewis was genius, and so was Bob. Do you know Bob Monkhouse? Bob Monkhouse, he was a school kid, and he used to write jokes for Bob Hope in America. And my nickname was actually Bob Hope or Bob Monkhouse, because I was always telling jokes. There might have been a few more nicknames, but yeah, Bob Monkhouse, very funny guy. And at the end of his life, what he did, he invited about 30 comedians, not well-known comedians, but 30 comedians in England to talk about his life and to explain about things and maybe give them advice. Very fucking interesting program. But Bob Monkhouse, his son committed suicide, and his writing partner committed suicide. And I think that fucking tells you more about the man than anything else. When you care more about the job than your fucking family, than people. So that was fucking relating to that. You got the fucking Clintons. How many fucking suicides? How many suicides were amongst the Clintons? I didn't realize that I'd gone off in a internet sense. I probably went off many years ago. What do you reckon to this comment, Ed? You hope Biden is a good leader. Don't bet on it, but it's if it. I remember thinking or saying that there can't be a worse fuck. George Bush was the worst president ever, and then who shows up? So George Bush is fucking. I'm betting he's sending a fucking case of champagne. Well, I think there's a good chance he could be dead within 2 years. Maybe within the year. But the thing with Obama, he seemed a pretty good president. But however, if you're charging a fucking family, was it 6,000, what is it? A massive amount for their fucking health insurance, and they had no choice, they had to take it. That's not good. Especially once they take it, then if they do get fucking injured, then the coverage is fucking crap. Why is it? Well, he's 78. He looks like he's got signs of dementia. He may have. And that Kamala, she'll probably kill him. She'll shag him to death. There's only one. I don't look. I lost commenting privilege on my other account where you could tell us who you are, and that first name. I remember I was on a quiz night once, and I said I was going against all the other teams. I was by myself, and so I called my team. The team with no name, and my mate who owned the bar, Joe Sitchy the cunt, he said you can't have that, so I just said okay, so I called my quiz team Joe Sitchy the cunt, and then he said okay, you can have your first name. It's just strange how people think, isn't it? I don't know what have you been said, because I say some right shit on fucking YouTube. Call myself, oh look who it is. It's Walter. Oh, you mean Santa from London? Are you Santa from London? That's Santa. Or are you just taking the piss? You're an old lurker. Oh, is it you, Walter? You really got nothing but... Oh, welcome back, Walter. Let's welcome back, Walter. How's it going in Finland, Walter? Fucking dark over there, pal, innit? 10 o'clock in the morning, fucking pitch black. No wonder they're fuck crazy alcoholics. It's Alex from Boris land. Alex, I don't know. Do I know you, Alex? Alex, my friend Alex from Nagoya, McLaren. That doesn't sound like you. Oh. You don't know? Well, let's hope you're fucking interesting then, Alex. We don't want to put you into the sin bin. I just done a fart. It fucking smells really nice. TikTok is taking over. I'm looking at. I've got a Kodak Black. Oh, it looks like an entertainer, and I don't know if he's in prison. And he has said Kodak Black pledges to be giving a man in his first year out of prison if Donald commutes his sentence, vowing to give $1 million to charity. Tier, I don't know. Tier is some kind of regulation for how serious the lockdown is in your part of the country. So it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And I very cleverly said Boris Johnson, tears of a clown. You got to like that, haven't you? Hey, I'm black. Yeah, exactly. You know, but people see right through this. But there are so many contradictions to what people can and cannot do. I was in a outside bar, and there was like a table with 6 people on, and there were dividers in between them, and purely because you know this person, you cannot catch COVID. So I would leant over and to speak to these 2 girls at this, and a waiter come over and says, "Oh, you can't COVID," and I'm saying, well, the person next to them on the same fucking seat, why don't you tell them? And it's such a fucking bullshit. And purely, if you're going out for a drink, it's your chances, you know. And once you've had that drink, if you're young, it's very unlikely that you're going to die from it. But if you've got old relatives, you could or a sick friend, or a very, very fucking fat friend, there's a chance you could give that virus to them. So it's personal responsibility. No, like I said many months ago, but it's not which I couldn't believe. In maybe February this year, March this year, there was a woman who was representing the American government, and she's saying face masks don't work. But that if this virus is floating about, it's not going to fucking weave its way in and out in between the fucking face mask. If someone is in your face and they're fucking talking to you and they've got the virus, possibly they could spread it that way. But the thing is with the mask, if this is in front of your face and you've got the fucking virus on your fingers, it stops you fucking touching your mouth, and that's the most important thing about the face mask, is that it stops you touching your fucking mouth or your nose where it could enter your body. That's it. Nothing else. But the West doesn't seem to grasp that, especially America. And you just got to look at Japan. There's not even 2,000 deaths here. No, I don't think it's caught by walking down the street. It's got to be, touching. There was a little boy yesterday when I went through the park and I'm on the bike to my house, and all the little kids come running over going, Santa, 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 you're the real Santa. And then, so they're not fucking satisfied with like, fuck off, you little cunts. So you've got to talk to them. And in Japan, there was there's this thing a long time ago, high five, and everybody was saying, no, you can't do that. You can't do that now, kono gono, dikinai. So you've got to do fist bump. There's no high five, don't do it. So I had to just finger him. So yeah, I think it's just coming up to 2,000 now in Japan. But what I would like to see though is, this thing between COVID and the flu. They're saying that people aren't dying from the flu in Britain, and they're coming up with some fucking absurd reasons. So what I want to know is, are people dying from the flu in Japan? Are they still passing off flu deaths as fucking COVID? Are they still passing off Donald Trump and Boris Johnson as leaders? You're a better man than me, first name. I've wore a mask fucking 5 times in the last fucking 10 months, I think. Because I'm tough. No, because all the Japanese, thank you very much, Japanese people, they're wearing the masks. They're wearing the masks, so I don't have to. But if I went into a hospital once and they said, you got to put a mask on. I says, fair enough. And a couple of bars have said, you got to put a mask on, so I just put a mask on. If you're going to Gusto's, which is a family restaurant here, they give you like a piece of sheet to put over you, but it still doesn't fucking fit on, so. Indonesian man collapses during flogging for child rape. Well, he's got my pity. Yeah, yeah. This I always thought this was very strange because people not only were they wearing masks in Japan, they were also for several years now using the spray, using the alcohol at the door. This has been going on years in Japan. And I just thought this was a bit fucking strange. And I'm thinking, how easy is it to get people to take a vaccine? They just like follow along like rabbits. So that was I was a bit concerned about that. So who were the first people to get the jab, to get the vaccine? They say it's maybe England, and if it's England, it's going to be the medical staff at hospitals. Yeah, like you say, people who work, in the desert and they're cycling and they're wearing masks. I really don't think there's a fucking need to wear a mask in the street if you're not near anyone. Just go like this, walk down the street. You know what I mean? What I don't know if you get this in America, Ed, but we have a cheese in England called red and white cheese. It's called crumbly Cheshire. It's fucking great. I can't believe it, yeah, because some Americans are fucked up. I don't know. I used to have it. It was great. It's fresh bread. I think the secret is really to a great cheese sandwich is fucking nice bread. I bought some 20 yen discounted bread today, and I toasted it, but I still feel the best part about a sandwich is if you use really nice fresh bread. I think that's the best part, really. But I haven't seen my mate from Australia recently. He said he was going to send me some chutney. Some chutney or piccalilli. I once made my own piccalilli actually, which reminds me, I saw a fucking field of cauliflowers, and I think maybe I'll go and raid it one morning. They left all the they left all the runt cauliflowers in the ground. A hot baguette. What's a hot baguette? Oh yes, well yes, well yeah, when it's crispy. Cut it in half, crispy. That's nice, yeah. Now I've never heard of that cauliflower rustler. Was that the guy in was that the guy who played the fucking gladiator? Cauliflower rustler crow. Well, you did insist that I drank. That looks like that was one cauliflower joke too many. All right, take care, pal. Me and my cauliflower jokes. Got flower ears. Later first. Thanks for popping in. Oh, I see what it means now. When he said cauliflower rustler, I thought he was on about a fucking. I thought he was on about a fucking cauliflower dish. He's on about me stealing cauliflowers. Yeah. I get it now, yeah. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those wagons rolling. Keep those wagons rolling. Right. I remember seeing that when I was a kid. Through all kinds of weather. Hell bent for leather. Rawhide. I like him. I like old Clint Eastwood because he made some fucking classic films. And he had a good old cowboy one. I think he won him an Oscar when he was the Gene, the guy from from Canada. What do you call him? The big guy, Gene Hackman, and Richard Harris. What was it called? He was like he wanted revenge or something. I forget what you call it now, but a good film, like a realistic cowboy. The one that he was in he was in like a movie with Meryl Streep. I didn't think much of that one. He could have fucking slapped her once or twice to make it real, but he didn't. I used to go on, when I was in my 20s or 30s, I used to go on all these Lonesome Dove. No, I haven't seen that, no. Never heard of it. But I used to go on these binges of watching actors, you know, like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Then I saw one in Al Pacino, it's called Cruise or something. And then I realized what it was like, and I fucking switched it straight off. It's fucking just made me sick. I know it's called Cruising, and it's about some some guy that was killing homosexuals, or an homosexual that was killing homosexuals. Kimochiwari. See these knives? These are now the one yen shop, but you cannot. They're not. You've got to ask the assistant, and they bring them out in a box. They're not on display. So I don't know if this is this tonight. What 28th? So Mike Tyson is coming up for a fight with the Roy. Is it Roy Jones? I don't know. I think Tyson's a bit too big for fucking. Then again, Roy Jones was a good fighter. Fucking 55. I think you had to. I think you had to have some balls. I think you had to have some balls to fucking get in the ring with Mike Tyson. But the best thing, Louis, what's his name? He was raised in Canada, but then came back to England as a teenager, and he became the British champion and world champion. And Mike Tyson says, "I'm going to eat your children," and Mike and Louis is, I can't even remember his fucking name now. His reply was, "First of all, you're going to eat my fists." Yeah, I think it should before you said before. Go and burn it down, Ed. Break into it. That's where the money is. Isn't that like all these black people in prison for selling a bit of dope, and now everybody's making fucking money off it? What a fucking joke, eh? I think I was in Los Angeles, and there was a challenge from a light heavyweight champion, one of the brothers. There was a big daft soapy guy that was a brother, and his brother won a light heavyweight championship, and we all went to this guy had got it on cable. There was quite a lot of us, and it was like only fucking $1 or $2 each to pay for the cable. And so we all sat down, we all got a beer, and I think it was over in 1 minute 28 seconds. Tyson just punched him in the ribs, and it was fucking all over. It was. I'm looking at a film of him now.
Marriage ended in divorce shortly after. Running like he's going. Perhaps his wife, this big of Muhammad Ali. There's a picture about this big of you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to answer those questions. When people put me in a pedestal, you say. It's just really, I don't know. I don't look at myself in the light that people look at me.
People have always looked at him many times, not positively. There was his tumultuous marriage to actress Robin Givens in 1988 that spiraled into that infamous interview with Barbara Walters, where Givens accused him of domestic violence on national television.
He shakes, he pushes, he swings.
Their marriage ended in divorce shortly after. Years later, Tyson told Oprah he had been violent towards his then wife.
Was it an abusive relationship?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
In another inglorious chapter of his life.
Eat a man. I mean, if you're a fucking of his strength, there's no need to be violent with anyone outside of the ring, yeah. I need to get some memory aid from China. Maybe I'll go online after this. This has just come up on my stream now on my Ogasawara. Yeah, probably there's more snow stays in Sheffield than Nagoya. So last week I thought I might be meeting up with Mo, but it looks like that didn't happen. She's moving to the other side of town, which I don't think is a good idea. Yeah, but she's got no family. But like the strange thing is about most family, no one will help out with her with the kid. The dad, and the dad wants money for doing that. He's asked his daughter, who's got very little work, very little income. He's asked his daughter to pay him between like $100, $200 a month for babysitting. For being with his fucking grandchild early in the morning. Can you fucking believe that? Are you getting any fucking messages from Reddit in your inbox? And that's not a euphemism, by the way. Yeah. He retired early because he's a very strange character. And he retired early. His wife is fucking hot. Mo's mum is fucking hot. But apparently she's always busy doing something, so she doesn't help much with the kid either. So... And the brother hates Moe, so he's... It's just what being, but it's like last week. I thought we were going to meet up, then all of a sudden she switches off. So it's no, without a doubt, it could be one of those things that So she's psycho. But she, I think she got knocked up by one of her customers at the where she was working. Then they got married, which they do in Japan. Like if you're working in one of these places, like a hostess bar, the last person to get knocked up by is your fucking customer, unless he's a fucking shacho. Yeah, it's not so good in Japan. It's not so good in Japan. Maybe if you're an older person and working, you get some kind of support. But I think in the past, in a lot, especially with black mums or working class mums, they just wanted to get knocked up so they could get a fucking house. But that's not the fucking answer to everything. But like I said, there's some. I don't know if she's met someone, but I asked if she'd met someone actually, but she said no. So. When the wine actually can't come out because of the shape of the cap, this is what you got to do. From my area where I lived, and then it's there, and then the fucking site shows up on a different fucking email channel. Yeah, I think if you ever look back in any newspaper from like 150 years ago, and every fucking year, the story's going to be the same fucking bullshit, aren't they? Monkey King, Monkey Ram. I don't know how to reply to that. Oh, that's it. That's the name that I like. That's the name that I like. You retarded. I like that one. Yeah, without a doubt. No, but like I said, but even from 150 years ago, it's the same fucking story, isn't it? You can't understand. Why can't you understand? He's a fucking idiot. That's why. He's a fucking narcissist. Like about a week ago, I said I want to see him as possible in court, and I read yesterday that the Attorney General has got someone of that stature. She's got 21 cases waiting for him on the day after he's out of the White House. That's the best news I've ever fucking heard. Copyright claims, rough, light and center. My video has been, and that is because poor taste. I have tried, I don't know, have you ever tried to fucking reply to anything on Reddit? It's just the fucking worst fucking platform ever. Because you try to say something, try to comment, and it's just not fucking straightforward. It's a right fucking load of bollocks. What's the best way to waste time? Everybody's doing it, doing it, doing it, picking the nose and chewing it, chewing. If you want to watch all my 5,000 videos, you can. That'll fucking teach you a lesson. Maybe you could auction your name. Put it up for sale. You retarded. That's the best name I've ever fucking seen. Honestly. I think I'm gonna steal that name on other fucking channels. What do you think, Ed? Good idea? What's a patent it? Is a patent it like a latent it? I think TikTok is the most irritating fucking site I've ever seen. You're neutered. You're neutered. Is that a different name? No, I like you retarded. That was the thing you always wanted. When you met a girl in a bar or a nightclub, my name's Dick. Do you like it? That's an old one. That's a nice one. Oh, it says here one of my videos has been removed. I'll have to fucking check that out. What's that one? Oh, that was it. 5 guys attempting synchro suicide. I'm looking on fucking computer screen. Should be looking at this fucking phone. This beer is mine now and urine later. Huh? Yeah, I know what neutered means. Neutered. I've actually seen a gelding. I've actually seen a horse being gelded when I was the balls of a horse are like a onion. They're fucking massive, and it was white, red and blue veins going through it. And God knows how I happened upon this scene. But it was in not too far from my house. There was a valley running through it, not the house, just over the hill. And I used to go and talk to this guy. Well, I was a kid, and there was a guy called Gary, same name, and 1R. And he had an allotment down there, and we used to go and keep myself busy going down there. So, and then one day we were in this field, and the farmer was like gelding his horse. Not good news for the horse. But the testicle was fucking unbelievable, the size of it. So I just wonder, how big are the testicles on a fucking whale? A sperm whale. Do you think when a fella... Hey, on furries, I don't know. You'll have to explain to me again what furries are. You have to explain. Are they like... I can't remember. I think I knew one a long time ago, but... Look at what? I can't see because my screen's cracked. Why? Your information, for fuck's sake. Well, for people that are not fucking... what do you call it? Cosplay, maybe. Now my computer screen's fucked up now. It's gone to fucking... my computer screen has gone to katakana. And I never know how it does this. I never know how to get back to it. It's fucking really frustrating. They pretend to be animals and touch each other. I don't know. Well, if it's a female animal, that's all right with me. I think I could look at this furry here. He's a bit of a furry. I don't know. Do you know there's a? I had a Philippine guy working for me quite a lot, and his sister was also in Japan. And what they used to do, they used to send in turn like 20,000 yen a month, which is enough money to the parents. And there was a video on TikTok, and it was of this young girl, and she was like ringing her. She was like having a go at the family by saying she's trying to get in touch with the family. She sent them some money. So I'm sure that she sent them some money, so she went to like be thanked for sending them money, and and so there's no answer to the phone. And this particular TikTok video seemed to run true, whereas like they'll only get in touch with you when they want some money. Sounds like me and my brothers. Guess whose bike? I don't. Is it my bike? Back bacon. I like back bacon. That's nice. I thought you had to go. Did someone interesting show up? I don't. You might. I don't know if you noticed, but when I'm doing this live stream, I usually drink. I don't like too much confusion. It's like Ed. This is what, see all this? That's what I've been stripping in this last week while I fucking sat here watching fucking I should have been the richest in my family, all of the family, without a fucking doubt. Should have been the fucking richest, without a fucking doubt. And now I'm here. This is it. This is my dump. This is it. This is where I live. That's a brilliant. That's the best present I ever got. This is it. Look at that. And this is why I get angry at my brothers. Because I put those cunts up for fucking years and charged them no fucking money. And this is why I want to kill the bastards. The apes don't eat shit, they just throw it. I'm a thrower, not a eater. I'm a drinker and not a wife beater. Do you think that's the goal of... did you know that a goal of a lot of black people... You should grind for diamond on BO5. I'd love to know what language you're talking. Hindu, jaldi, jaldi. Jaldi. Hindu is not a language. Hindi is the language. Did you know that the crocodile hunter, his daughter is called Bindi? I'm getting confused here between you, retarded, and monkey. What was that? I live with... He's the badass one, yeah. Do you think straight guys are jealous of homosexual guys? Because a lot of the times they're better looking. got more money, better clothes, funny. Fucking gay cunts. Well, they might get with the... Well, I can get with the females. I can talk to them, no problem. But it's just not as a young man. Fag hags. Oh, I remember when I was... my mate who I met in New Zealand, I ended up staying with his sister, and she had a lot of gay friends. And she said there was like a few of us in the house, and she said with her gay friends there, am I a fag hag? No, the thing is, they're fucking bitchy. They're horrible. You know, a lot of them are fucking horrible cunts. They're just fucking bitchy cunts. No, I find I know one or two gay people, and they're funny without a doubt. You know, unless they're being bitchy. Well, if you get fucking, don't worry, you got to get identified as the subject first. There was a good Clyde, I think Clyde Robinson. There was this lawyer that got his own show in London, and one of the stories that it was this prisoner, and he wanted the government to pay for him to have a sex change, and it was £2,000. But all his cellmates, they decided to chip in for the operation. Which I thought was one of the fucking funniest. I don't know if it's actually true, but it's a funny joke. Oh dear. You know, I think it should be a law that when people are me, it's like as you can see, I'm true, I'm me, and everything I say is down here, and you can see me saying it. And but I think what I'll have to remember, Ed, when you were talking about getting that was it going on Google or something, and where you can see everyone can talk at the same time and you can listen at the same time. I think we should do that. What do you think, Ed? So, but you know, Geek, I think he's against showing his face. I think Geek is a fucking serial killer, really do, because he doesn't want to show his face. StreamYards. What's I don't know what would you say, Ed? Army what? Or Zoom. Is that it? Shall we do a Zoom? StreamYards or Zoom? What's StreamYards? I should write these down, shouldn't I? I'm going to write them down now. If I write them up here. Because I don't... StreamYards. Zoom. I wrote it on computer screen. Because I'm fucking rad. Do you mean collage or do you mean college? Make your fucking mind up. Handouts used to be... Oh, I don't know what you mean handouts. Is handouts another fucking thing? Oh, see, I went and walked around the house, and he was a hoarder like me. And the house was even worse than mine. It was just fucking absolutely full of everything. And he actually got in, he was in his 70s and he got a second wife for a few years. So God knows what it was like then. But it's fucking, You could hardly move in the place. But now it's clear. And they took away fucking some crap that I'd thrown at the back of their house, so I was quite happy. Where is Jen? Where is Geek? And where is Jason? Are they watching? Are they waiting for their names to come up? Well, that sounds quite interesting, Ed. I should look into that if we get time. Have you guys seen this? This sad guru. He's quite interesting. Sad guru. So I'm thinking of doing a take piss video calling Very Sad Guru. You think you're sad? You're not as fucking sad as me, sad guru. I am the saddest guru ever. But I don't want to be accused of cultural appropriation. McDonald's are being accused of cultural appropriation by having a jerk chicken. But anyway, most of the staff usually jerk off on the food in anyway. Does Victor do it? A lifestyle YouTuber. I don't know what's that one. I think they banned me. Oh, really? Let's see. Let me do a search for him. Well, I'm fucking. I've got the computer at the back of this. You know that, don't you? Oh, fuck. I forgot me fucking computer's fucked up. So because I'm in Japan, it just is so fucked up. I thought I took the keys off. So I took the keys off so I wouldn't hit the key that changed the fucking system. So when I have to switch the computer off now, then I think I'm only going to get famous on YouTube if I kill my brothers live on air. You're urinating now. That urination. Oh, urination. That's a fucking good one, isn't it? You retarded. Urination. Did someone else say that before? What does that mean? It might be famous, but it's not fucking bringing any money in. Make merch. I've got merch. I've got fucking 80 t-shirts over there. I've sold about 10, I think. I don't have enough viewers. I'd love to be able to concentrate. Bro, sign me up. What does that mean? Do you want to send me money? Do you want a t-shirt? Where are you? Do you want a t-shirt? I don't know. It's cost so much fucking money now, though. Which country are you in? I don't know how much it costs. It costs a lot of money to send things overseas. I don't have a link. I just, people say, send me a T-shirt, then they send money to America the Greasy. You're lucky man. Which part of California? I have been to I have driven from the top to the bottom of California delivering cars. San Diego, I've been there. I've been to San Diego. Carlsbad. I went to the old town. We were visiting my friend's mom's friend in I think it was close to Carlsbad. Not quite San Diego. Not far from San Diego. Did I get any fishy taco? No. I didn't. Well, not really. I'm guessing fishy taco is, yeah. Yeah, we went into Tijuana. This girl wants me and my mate. This girl gives us a lift, and she's saying to the people in the gas station, if they kill me, take their number. And I said, look, if you think we're going to kill you, I don't think you should be giving us a lift. Baja, no, I didn't go to Baja, no. We just went into Tijuana. So have you got to, is it through Facebook StreamYards? Oh, it looks like I'll have to get into this, Ed, this StreamYards. So I just need the camera on my screen, yeah? Oh, okay, this sounds good. I just want to read out some of the things that people have said about StreamYard. I've been blown away by StreamYard's incredible software and technology. It enables me to execute people. Gary Vaynerchuk, entrepreneur. Frank Kern, marketer. Dude, it's a great app, effortless. Linda Nance, gotta be handmade. This is wonderful. I'm a senior citizen and I've got chlamydia. And Desiree Martinez, my personal favorite live streaming tool. It's amazing. I like tools. You can't get better fucking things than that, can you, said about your things? I love the software. I'm seriously so happy with you guys. Joshua T. Bergen. Why is it always you guys? Why can't there be those guys? Yeah, execute people. He's Iranian. What do you expect? The Taliban love it. There's, I just looked at that. There was basic $20 a month, free professional $39. I haven't looked. Anything that's $20 a month sounds all right, doesn't it? This is what you get for $20 a month. No stream branding in your streams, unlimited streaming, 10 on-screen participants. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, I don't want to do it. I was thinking they provided the the people who took part. Logo, overlays, backgrounds, custom. Wow. I'm thinking of forming a Limisha. Billy Billy Connolly used to do this joke. Oh, it's a joke, or he was about when he was in a bar and someone was giving him really strong drinks, and I can't remember exactly what it was on about, but he didn't move from his bar stool, and the bartender just gave him these really strong drinks, and then when he got up, like he had no legs, so he just fell to the floor. I had the same experience in New Zealand, and my drink was it was half, I think it was rum, half rum, and the Irish, yeah, that was it. It was rum, but it was a tumbler full, like that size tumbler, like a whiskey glass, and it was half rum and half Bailey's cream. Really fucking strong drink. Do you want to do? Yeah, do you want to hear a good joke? That's what we need to know. Come on, tell us your joke then. I'm all beers. Glass. Okay. The little girl is walking home from school night. Is the punchline coming, or was that the punchline? Walking home from night. I thought you said night school. From school, right? Yeah, usually drunk drivers do it at night time, not in the daytime. Very good, very good. So this is my joke. So when I was so my wife was always fed up of me getting drunk, and I threw up on my clothes, and she said, "If you come home drunk again, we're getting a divorce." So I threw up on my clothes, and so I was in the pub and I was drunk again, and I threw up on my clothes again all over. And I said that to my mate, no, that's it, it's finished. It's finished, it's over. And he goes, look, here's what to do. I'll give you 5,000 yen. You put that inside your pocket. And when you go home, you just say, someone threw up on you. Someone threw up all over you. And they gave you 5,000 yen to pay for the cleaning bill. And he goes, great, good idea. So I go home and I says, look, someone threw up on me. And they get the money out of the pocket. And so, and it says he gave me 5,000 yen to pay for the cleaning. And it says, but the 10,000, what's the other 5,000 yen? He said, here's the way I tell him. Don't you get charged with the DUI before the manslaughter? You liked and you missed half of it. I think you missed the best half. For a minute, I thought he said it lagged. I thought he said I laughed. I once... What am I watching? Your ear's been raped. That was your channel. I once nearly ran over 3 women. Luckily, I saw them at the last moment and I just clipped one with my wing mirror. I was very, very lucky. 3 old age pensioners crossing the main road on my way to Manchester. That could have been a life changer. Not a game changer, a life changer. I'm thinking of opening... Hey, Ed, what do you think? I'm thinking of opening up an anecdote channel. What do you mean, Ed? Tijuana is open now. Tijuana Brass. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. I wish I could get my cat together. Yeah, I don't. Well, do you know? Do you know that the Victor posted something, and the on his channel for barbers, and it was A8. So I asked him, or if the hairdresser was a like Adolf Hitler fan, or a what do you call it, a right winger, because his signature was A8. And you can imagine that, because Adolf Hitler had a very defined, so Hitler had a very defined hairstyle. They were partners in the Second World War, and I just thought, was this hairstyle encouraged in Japan between 1939 and 1945? And this is why the sign of the date was the was AA. Now, Victor has told me that hairdressing day in Japan is August the 8th. So the 8th month and the 8th day. So that is hairdressing day. That's not going to fucking wash with me, Victor. I think Victor is a fucking right winger. No doubt about it. What do you think, Ed? Oh my God. I've seen pictures of Nazis dressed as Victor. Getting haircuts. What's Victor got to be depressed about? Successful school, fucking 160,000 viewers on thingy, massive fucking views. He's reaping it in. Yeah, I told Victor he should teach his kids English. They're speaking Japanese at home. They should be speaking English. He talks about it. What's he talk about? That's what really pisses me off about with being... I'm depressed. I can't see how you can be depressed if you've got loads of fucking money. I really can't. I cannot entertain that thought of being depressed if you've got loads of money and you've got your own house, or you can afford to pay the rent, and you've got a job. if you've got all those things, then what's your worry? What is your worry? What the fuck do you have to worry about? Well, it's not arguing with his missus. Well, there you go. Fucking years. About 4 years, I think. Yeah, it doesn't come straight away, without doubt. If you speak English, it doesn't help to learn fucking Japanese. Unless you are a fucking cocksucker studier. Then you'll learn it quick. If you're brilliant, if your sentences end with a verb, you'll be okay. If your wife is fucking stupid and she doesn't speak English, you'll be okay. If your wife is intelligent and she speaks English, it's not good. If your first language is Russian, if your only language is Russian, you'll be okay. If you speak English is your first language, it doesn't help. Has that answered your question? No, I sent him the message. I sent him the message the other day. I was near to his house, so I said, let's meet up. But he wasn't, so he sent me a message later saying he wasn't. LOL. I would like you to know I have never used the word LOL, ever. Ever. Also, you know that when you make that sign with your hands to make a heart, I've never done that. And I was at a wedding as a priest, and this guy did that image. He did that to me, like to make like a heart sign, and I just looked at him to say, never, ever, ever fucking do that again. Laughing my arse off, maybe, but it wouldn't be a. I write like that, maybe a laugh, or I usually write that was very funny or that was funny. I like that. So LMAO, no, because that just reminds me of Chairman Mao. Well, he was previously, before he was Chairman Mao, he was a Lieutenant Mao in the army, and that's where it came from. Lieutenant my arse off. If I was English, no, obviously for English speakers, the better languages to learn are Spanish. Is one is Spanish, French, Italian. You know, because they got a lot of the same base words, so easy to do. I learnt Spanish just shoving a tape in my car. Well, when I say I learnt Spanish, I learnt, and I'm sure you would impress a lot of people without a doubt, but it's one of the hardest languages to learn. But if you could speak fucking fluent Arabic, I'm sure you'd make lots of fucking influential friends in the Middle East, without a doubt. But most of the people that I've met that speak Arabic are cunts, so. Oh dear. So, Ed, have you been watching Victor on this live StreamYards? Have you been watching him on that? Why don't you tell me these things? Why don't you tell me what I'm missing? It's very strange that, like, if I have a sandwich here or something like that and some food, I get full up quite easily. But if I go to if I was to go to like an izakaya with friends or something, if I had friends, or a buffet, I'd eat a fucking ton of food. And it would be good. But when you've got to do the food yourself, am I to Victor? I'm not sure. Maybe. I think I am. But maybe maybe what I should do is click on the fucking. I should click on the bell. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. I'm not clicking Victor's bell. You might be watching now. Are you watching, Victor? Chirping if you're on, pal. What channel should it be in? Give me a break, man. Not feeling Genki in autumn.
Hello there, morons. It's Victor.
He says subscribe. What I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna click his bell.
I usually have no problem with it. You know? I'm going to turn the camera around now so I can. You guys will hear my voice here. I'm going to click this.
Yeah, I'll watch this sad tale of down in 2 cities later. So I was sub to Victor, but I just didn't have the bell clicked on, that's all. No, I have put messages out there on the internet. If you are depressed and you have money, send me your money. Because honestly, if I had fucking loads of money, I would not be fucking depressed. Because I would buy the things I need and go out, enjoy myself and share the money with other people. But I wouldn't. So I just, when the movie stars or pop stars or rich people say they're depressed, is it depression that they brought on themselves? Oh yeah, Damoko's without doubt, she's great, yeah. But I have a feeling that Tomoko and Victor were like somehow interconnected. Can you give me an example of that walking in my footsteps? That's another reason I don't wear those, what is it, Crocs. Because if you wear Crocs, any cunt could walk in your shoes. And you don't want any cunt walking in your shoes. No, I didn't know anything about that. So, but that she had cancer, I didn't know. So, but obviously, you know, it's obviously great when someone's when they recover. I always have this fucking thing about women and cancer. Why do women do they get it at a greater rate? If women got cancer at a greater rate, you've got to figure out, you know, what is it? And then they came up with the thing in with talcum powder. Talcum powder was entering the body and causing cancer, you know. And there should be more fucking. There should have been more questions asked. If women do get cancer at a greater rate than men, then what?
Oops.
If you say that, Archangel, are you like a fucking? Are you like a big fat monster? Ricky Gervais did something on his podcast where he there was this big fat woman and she was going on one of those diets with a gastric bite. She had her jaw wired, and what she did, I don't know, true or not, I don't know. I can't imagine it's true. She got like beef burgers and cheeseburgers from McDonald's and she liquefied them and then drank it. I had my jaw broke when I was facing about fucking 15 Pakistanis in Sheffield, and it's not a nice experience having your jaw broke. Yeah, but like I say, you've got to check out, where cancer is coming from, especially if it's coming from places like in America where that woman did, when people are fucking companies are shoving shit into putting poison into the fucking water table. And but see, these companies, they don't think, all they think about not how much will it cost us per fucking person. And I don't know if it was the Pinto, there was a car that was causing deaths. It might have been the Pinto. And they just figured out, well, it's cheaper to pay the families off than stop production of this fucking car. How can you, how as a fucking human being, can you make that decision that this product is causing deaths, and you justify that by saying, well, we can pay off these individual families, the families that actually take us to court, not the one that don't have the monies to take us to court, but the one that take us to court. This is drink or food or something in the ground, clothing, whatever it is, a product that is causing cancer and killing people, and a board of people, let's say between 5, 10, 20 people, they can make a decision to say, okay, it's killing people, but it's not going to fucking break the bottom line. What kind of fucking people? What kind of fucking mentality must you fucking have to say that it works out? We're killing people, but we can pay them off in a fucking court or a fucking suit. We can pay them off. We can still make this product, even though we're killing people, and still make a profit. That's how fucking good we are. Can you imagine that? I would fucking... Cheers, pal. And after poo out of your stomach, yeah. Yeah, well, I think my sister had that, actually. Yeah, she had... My granddad had it as well. Yeah. Now there are toilets in Japan that provide for those people. I had to look it up on my... I guess what it was, and it was... There are certain places, there are toilets that provide for these people. Oh, you're welcome. Walking in my shoes. What about, you should have had walking in my booze? That would have been better. Walking in my booze. I've lost my train of thought now, which is a lot better than losing your fucking train, I suppose. Yeah, my granddad had it and my sister had it and maybe my cousin had it, but they all smoked, and I just wondered if it was related to smoking. But Well, it's better being then related to remembered as being as coming in my boots, I suppose. So earlier today, I saw some fucking cunt looking at in front of the shop, planning what he was gonna fucking steal. I might make another cheese toasty. Oh. Yeah, I think he would, Ed, because it's definite. You know, there aren't many channels like that. One channel that took off a few years ago was the one about vaping. That got like 60,000, over 60,000 subscribers in a few months. If it's a very niche market, maybe amputees, for example. I've never had sex with an amputee, but I have had sex while being legless. I just come up with that. You like that one? I've never had sex with an amputee. Is it amputee? Amputee. Amputee. Something's happening here. I don't know what fucking the. Oh dear. Wait, I'll get 10 on. I turned off the bottom burner. There's a cheese in Switzerland called Raclette. I think it's Raclette. And it's what they use for dipping the bread in. Fucking really nice. Yeah, I was watching someone on TikTok. They had no arms. My cousin has got one. He thalidomide kid. He's got one arm. And his dad fucking wanker, but he had a garage, a tire garage, and my cousin, when he was like a teenage 20s, because mum and dad were both stupid, so education wasn't a fucking way to go. So he was one arm. He was changing fucking tires with a crowbar with one fucking arm. Can you believe that? No, it's not cold in Japan. No. Nothing like America or Russia. Like, for example, sometimes you get those storms in the east of the country, Hampshire and New York, but the population is so sparse, so. What do you call freezing it? I don't know. You're in the mountain. This is how sparse in Hokkaido. It's so fucking sparse that the bears do not shit in the woods. They shit in the open. This is how fucking sparse it is. Yeah, shit in the open earth. Go and do it in one of the empty casinos, Ed. Ed, do you ever watch Have I Got News for You? You should watch it if you don't. Really, one of my favourite shows. Have I got news for you? Would I lie to you? 8 out of 10 cats. And it's a little bit different to American shows, they're very funny. Like, I think my favourite American shows would be Cheers, Frasier, and well, I suppose Friends was okay, but like I wasn't in the country at the time, so I didn't watch. I've just watched it on video or whatever. But I watched Big Bang, and that was. I think I watched it on Netflix the first. Oh, I can't remember where I watched it at first. I really can't. But that was good for the first few series. Then, for some reason, I couldn't watch the series after that. I can't remember why. But now I've been watching Black something. James Spader. I like that's good. But they've got to have their own longevity, these programs. I think the only program that's broken this trend would be The Simpsons. Who do you think you are? Is English? It's okay. Is English? It's. I don't. Well, I don't. What are you trying to ask me? Is that phrase okay? Who do you think you are? Is that what you're trying to ask me? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. This. Who do you think you are? Well, I don't know the show. Oh yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Yeah, the program that goes back. They pick a famous person and they go back in that person's history. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's quite good. But one thing I noticed about that program is that it was all fucking ups and downs. It was all like they were going from prosperity to fucking doom, or doom to prosperity, and then back. The only people that have beaten that are the Rothschilds by fucking murdering millions. There was a story, and have I got news for you? And it was like one of the fucking Rothschilds' fucking descendants at a maybe Eton or something like that, or a public school or university, probably university like Cambridge or Oxford. And there was like some kind of argument between this Rothschild and another person. And so the argument was whoever won, they would buy all the drinks or pay for the meal, whatever. And Rothschilds lost the argument, but he refused to pay. This is a man from one of the richest fucking dynasties in the fucking world, if not the richest family in the world, refusing to fucking pay. Can you believe that? Same with David Beckham. David Beckham, Tiger Woods, they've been in situations where they've been having a meal with like normal people and they refuse to pick up the tab. Both multimillionaires, and they were doing like Tiger Woods was with a group of SEALs, and he was like getting advice or whatever, or listening to their stories or learning from them or whatever, and he wouldn't pay the fucking bill. Can you? But the worst thing is that none of these SEALs had the balls to tell him to fucking pick up the tab. I fucking would, without a fucking doubt. Cunt, fucking pay. Unbelievable, isn't it? All this fucking money. And I'm probably, you know, Ed, you've been to Japan, and if there's a shacho in the fucking mix, fucking the shacho pays every fucking time. No fucking, there is no. And if you're even if you're a small boss, like if people work for me, I pay the fucking, take them out for lunch, you pay. Take them out for dinner, you pay. You're the man in charge. They've been working for you, you fucking pay. There's no two ways about it. And when you're a fucking Okay, remember when Tiger Woods split up from his wife? Yeah, everybody has that, haven't they? They're very, honestly, I just got fed up of it. In my third year there, people were offering to buy me drinks, and I just said, no, I'll get my own. Believe it or not. I said, no, it's okay, I can buy my own beer. Hello, Produ. Yeah, everybody has, you know, like, I had a story, my story is from a friend of mine, and just because the president wanted to shag this girl, he gave her brother a fucking job. There's fucking so many, and I've heard other stories, you know, well, rich people fucking treating, you know, non-Japanese really well, looking after them, without a doubt. And I don't know if it happens in other fucking countries, but it certainly happens in Japan without a doubt. Like I've had my friend in Tokyo, the best I got 3 teaching jobs, 1 hour speeches for like 500,000 yen for 3 speeches. So why, I don't know. So where are you from, Produ? What's your country? Where are you from? What's your name? You learn. This is not a learning hiragana fucking site. So fuck off! You're from Switzerland. How many people have skied down the Matterhorn? Do you know Frederick Koenig? There are no people called Jan in Switzerland. It's not even an official name. I actually shared an apartment in Tokyo with the only guy that has skied down the Matterhorn from the top. There have been 4 people that skied down the Matterhorn. My flatmate, he skied down from the top. But part of the way, but he had to get helicoptered. There was a part of the Matterhorn which is just